Hello, my anti-narcissism campaigners. It's Trace Face. I look like I'm incognito on a mission right now, playing detective. God, I don't miss those days. You know, there's a reason I had a lot of wigs. Oh. You guys ever want to find out more about how to do that, how to get the information you need, and how to be a really secure detective, you can always reach out to me at tracefaceit@gmail.com and I'll tell you everything I know. I'm serious, dead serious. The stars are aligning, guys, because I had exactly 10 people contact me today for coaching. So I owe this all to you guys for sharing the videos, for being involved, for liking, commenting. I also found out from a client of mine, texted me today to tell me that Narcology, I guess, gave me a shout out last night. Pretty awesome. That is so awesome. I just felt very, very overwhelmed and blessed today. If you are interested in working with me, you can email me at tracefaceit@gmail.com and I can go over my rates with you. I believe I got enough people for our first group, but if you are interested and you've already spoken to me about coaching, and you are interested in possibly joining a group, the group sessions are a lot cheaper of a price, a lot more affordable for some of you that I know are going through some financial difficulties or just have, other bills that you're trying to pay right now. And the group rate might be a little bit better for you. So email me because I'd like to talk to you about it. And I want to get you the help. If you can't afford my rates, you need to talk and, just speak up with me, let me know so we can figure something out. For those of you that are paying me the rates that I do have, the pricing that I put together based on my time, what I'm putting together for the videos, the time I'm putting together for that. You guys know I don't get insurance money. Some of you are paying me much more than that, and I can't thank you enough. It's very important to me to get you guys the help that you need. So if you need the help, reach out to me and let's make this work. Okay. That's, really important to me. I have some really awesome news, to share with you. Now let me think how many I have to report upon. I believe 10 or 11 right now of my clients are narc free. And that means that they have walked away from their narcissist. They have been in no contact mode. For some, this has been going on for 8 months, tops. For others, it's been 2 weeks. But this is just great news to report. I went through my list this morning and I thought about 2 others that I forgot about, that I did check on a few weeks back, that have still been narc free. So that is just amazing news to report. And for those of you that, are working with me and you're not there, this is not to make to shame you or to make you feel bad. This is just something great to report upon because this is something that these folks were struggling with in the beginning, of going no contact, and we know how hard it is, and they're doing it. One I wanted to report to all of you, she went no contact, I believe it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she reported this morning that she doesn't even think about him. She doesn't even think about him. She said, Tracy, I don't know what happened. I said, that's called deliverance. That's what's called pure deliverance from evil. Pure deliverance from Jesus Christ himself saved you. For that to have happened, she's like, something just completely snapped in my brain and I don't even think about him. I don't think of him the same way. I don't think about him, period. And I said, well, hello, gorgeous. Did you take a look in the mirror today? because I think you forgot in all those years that you were dealing with this clown, what a beautiful and amazing human being that you are, and how much you really do have to offer to someone when you're ready. But for right now, fall in love with yourself, because you should. Have you taken a look at yourself and all the qualities that you possess and your talents and how independent of a woman you are? You know, so it's just really amazing, and I wanted to report that to all of you. Listen, it's interesting to me to find out what people are identifying with in terms of like the narcissism channels and what they don't like. And so I thought that I tell you that one of my clients did say to me, I like you, I like your channel, and I always ask people, like, why did you pick me, so that I know, so I know what's, what people are identifying with. And I think for a lot of it, it's just personality, right? I mean, people just identify with somebody's personality or specific things or topics, I guess. But most of us on our channels are covering some of the same topics, which is great, because I talk about that. It's true that repetition is what helps people. It's what helped me. And I want to get into that in just a second about what helped me when I was going through this. And I wanted to tell a little bit more about my story with that. But one of my clients said, well, I didn't like this channel because I hadn't even listened to the video yet, and they're telling me to subscribe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like. And I didn't even watch what the heck that this person had to say. And then I said, well, what about this channel? And they said, no, the music drives me insane. I don't want to hear the music. It's I don't like it. And then and I said, well, okay, what did you like about it? And she said, what I liked about your channel is you're authentic and you're sincere, and it comes across. And I liked that you told your story, and you were in the middle of your journey when you started your channel. So I'm happy that, that I got those reports back to me of, she's not the first one to say that. So I'm happy to hear that feedback, and I'm happy I did it the way I did it, because it actually helped me to get out and get through the healing process a lot quicker than I bet if I didn't have this community to help me, and to see, and also to show people that were 10 steps behind me, like, this is what you're going to go through, kind of thing. This is what's ahead, if you really want to do this. And but I'll tell you what, there's not a day that goes by I don't thank God for getting me out and for getting me to this place. I did want to share with all of you that I was talking to I had a little bit of a breakdown that happened over the weekend, and it's that time of month for me, guys. It's very easy that it happens when I have PMS. Watch out, out of nowhere I could just start crying. But that happened, and then this other conversation with a client of mine happened this week too that I wanted to share. But this gentleman in particular is a friend of mine. I became friends with him a few years back, and really cute kid. I call him a kid because he was like a kid when I got married. He had just come on to the Providence scene, and he was waiting tables, and he was wicked cute. He looked like straight out of the 80s with his cool haircut, and the ex and I used to go in there occasionally and have dinner, and I was hanging out with him over the weekend, and he didn't mean to say it to upset me, but he said, I never would have thought that you two, I never would have thought it. He's like, he seemed really cool, and so did you. He goes, and I used to look at you two when you'd come into the restaurant, and I'd say, I really hope that I have that one day, what they have. And out of nowhere, I lost it, because here was somebody that I hadn't really hung out with in a while, telling me what they used to think when they would see the two of us together. And after I let myself cry a little bit, And I apologized, and he was like, no, it's okay. Like, you gotta cry, you know. He's like, I grew up with sisters. I get it. But I said, you know what I'm crying for? I'm crying for the fact that, like, you fell for it too. Like, everybody fell for it, you know. Everybody fell for the show. But what was going on behind closed doors, you never saw, you know. And yeah, you know, I think that's what a lot of us cried for. We were crying for what never was. It was such a production. It was such a performance. And that's what's sad, you know. People bought this. People had no clue that, you know, yeah, we looked so happy, so in love. And of course, this was in the beginning that he would see us coming into the restaurant. And yeah, you know, I think a lot of us were always trying to get back to that place. Get back to the love bombing stage and phase. And as we know, it's never going to get back to that, because it never was that to begin with. You know, what these people didn't know is we'd go home and he'd get on his computer and be looking to see who else was looking at him, who else wanted him, who else he could land, what other opportunities there were out there. He didn't value me as a human being and as a person. A lot of people in the scene, you know, in the music scene around here can't believe that. They can't, you know, I'd get comments like, who else did he think he's going to land? Like, you know, it's not about that, guys. I talk about it all the time. We know what it's all about. They're opportunists, and they always think the grass is greener. That's their, you know, mentality in life. And we know how they operate. I've talked about it so often on my channel. But what I wanted to share also with you guys, and I was having this conversation with my client this morning, is that a lot of you guys are coming on here like I was 3 years ago. And 3-4 years ago, I was coming on YouTube, and I was literally, I remember just feeling numb. Like, I remember like watching the channels and just being like, these people are just bitter. They're just angry. You know, I would watch, you know, I'd have that like look on my face, just like, but I kept coming back. I kept coming back. Like Quinn Holiday from ASC Direct, which I devote my healing and recovery and being able to leave finally to him, mostly, more so than like everybody. He was like the main one. I kept coming back. Every day I wouldn't miss one of his videos. And if I missed it, I made sure that I watched it at that point in time in the week. Even though I wasn't ready, even though I still wanted to believe I could help my narcissist, the narcissist, not my narcissist, the narcissist that I was currently with. And I thought, you know, I still wanted to believe in people. I still wanted to see a miracle happen. But logic and reality really were kicking in every day, that everything that Quinn was saying was correct. Everything. I couldn't get around that. There was nothing about Quinn I could pick up on that I didn't like, or that I felt was phony, or I felt like what he was saying wasn't true, because I couldn't deny that everything he said was the truth. So you guys might be at that place, and you might be looking at some of our channels, and you might be in that same place that you just feel numb, but you keep coming back. And you still might want to make it work with the narcissist that you're with right now in your life, or the, you know, the toxic friend, or possibly the family member. And then we're always going to give you tips and tricks on how to do that if that's what you choose. However, all I'm going to say about that is keep coming back. Just keep coming back. If you're getting comfort, you're feeling better about things, you're feeling like validated on how you've been feeling about things, or maybe you just want to know, what the heck is this all about? And you come on here and you see, and it makes sense to you, you know, don't stop watching. Because that's what my story is, and that's how I got to this place. And I wanted to make sure that I made that clear and I shared that with all of you today. So, yes, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'll make sure that I say that at the end, because I got that feedback that some people don't want to hear that right off the bat, when they haven't even seen, it could be the first video that they come across of yours and you're already telling them to subscribe. Oh, that's funny. I'm really happy that Narcology gave me a shout out last night. I got to make sure that I thank him, and I will do that. So thank you for letting me know. And my client bought me a ticket to go see ASSC Direct, Quinn Holiday, on Friday, and we're going together to see him. And I'm so excited. She lives not that far from me, and we're going to meet there and finally meet each other in person, and be able to go check out this event together. And I'm really, really excited about that. So who knows, maybe if she's willing, we could do a live session. All right, my brother just pulled up and we have band practice now. So I have to sign off. This is Trey's Face. It's time we all face the truth together.